My student really made me laugh today about talking about when to select a gear when you're coming up to a junction, and it's really funny. So I've just got to release a video about it because it just makes total sense. It's really good. When you're coming up to a junction, it's a good idea to know whether it's open or closed. Open or closed just means I can see open or I can't see closed. So if a junction is closed, there's like fences in the way, there's a house in the way, there's a brick wall in the way, there's loads of trees like overgrown, or there's bins in the way, or there's loads of people in the way because they're chatting there, or whatever. There's basically something in the way that makes you not be able to see. So that's called a closed junction. So when you can't see, when you're coming up to a T-junction especially, although you can do this on a mini roundabout as well, and other junctions, but a T-junction I'm really focusing in on. When you can't see, you need to create time. So you're going to be going down into first gear if you can't see, because you're assuming, you're anticipating that there will be something coming, so you're creating time. So once you've noticed that it's a closed junction, you know you're going to be using first anyway, right? So whatever gear you're in, you're going to do a block gear change anyway, third to first, fourth to first, whatever, right? You can block gear change. There's another video about that if you need to. But you're going to come off the gas, onto the brake, clutch down, and then you're going to select first gear as you're coming up to the junction, which is called a controlled roll. What you don't want to do is go brake on, clutch down, enter first, and then lift the clutch, and then you need to drive to the junction, because that means that we're like really slow, meters and meters away from the junction. We don't want to be doing that. We want to time it right so the clutch goes down later. So we've got off gas, speed by brake, clutch down, and then in that time, which is called a controlled roll, you're putting it into first gear and you're just finishing off that braking beautifully. And then when you get to the line, you can be like, oh cool, I can go, look, off brake, off clutch gently, and then turning, right? That's what you want. But if you go, because my student, bless her, right, we had to fix this a bit today, but she was going brake on, clutch down, first gear, lifting the clutch about 10 meters away from the junction, so we're like really slow now, and then we're going up to the junction, and then she's got to put the clutch back down again, which is just a total waste of time, right? So I was just telling her, we need to select the gear for the junction, to use at the junction rather than before it, to get to it. And then she was laughing and she was like, yeah, it's a little bit like walking down a corridor, and then just before you get to the door at the end, just like randomly just going on your stomach and just like trying to get there on your stomach. And I just thought, that's brilliant. I've got to make a video about that. That seems to make sense somehow. So choose the gear for the junction near the line. All right, guys.